Okay guys, I've been heading around a little bit of YouTube and checking out some other YouTubers Arc 3.0 builds with Arc Titan and other Arc Grenade builds, and I see a lot of wells being used, and I don't think that's very smart to be using in GMs. In my opinion, this is the build you want to be using. This build is going to set you up so you can use only long range. You can be using a scout rifle and all your grenades, and you just keep getting kills, and you'll get Charge of Light, and getting half your grenade 2 times. This is works out pretty well, and it's definitely not as effective as the well mod if you're in lower content, but in a GM you cannot be as aggressive as these YouTubers are telling you. It is definitely a thing you just have to sit in the back if you're not that great of a player. You really just want to play your life safe and really be careful if you're using Arc Titan, because the main reason you're using Arc Titan is for the extra damage, and you're not going to have any survivability almost unless you're using something crazy or you've mastered this build somehow. This build is going to be showing you all the mods and everything through my subclass. I try to slow everything down because I got a few comments on I should slow my voice down in the builds, so I'm going to get into that. I just really appreciate you guys being here, and it just meant so much to me to have you here and to watch my videos. I've unlocked the community feature recently, and I just really appreciate that. I would not have been able to do that without you guys. It meant so much to me to help me get to 500, and I'm really excited to get to 1,000. Thank you, and let's get on to this build. Here you go. Okay guys, for these mods, we're going to be using 2 bombers, a firepower, and we're going to be using 3 firepower mods. So for this mod, it's a little optional. You can either use a 4th firepower or you can use stacks on stacks. You're gonna see that with me using all these firepower mods, you're gonna need some way to get Charge of Light. So we're using Charge Harvester. This will on random kills, probably it's to 4 to 6 kills. It's like it's random. You'll be Charge of Light. So this can count from grenade kills to weapon kills. So let's say if you're using a scout rifle or binding nade launcher, you can use long range and just sit in the back of the map and get extra charge of light stacks. I see a lot of people trying to use the Arc Titan build with well mods, which it might work in under content, but when you're in hard level content, it is extremely hard for you to run in there and pick up wells. But this definitely works better because you can sit in the back. This also works the last Warlock build I made. I'm going to try to improve it, maybe make a video on it for GMs, and add these mods to it, because it definitely helps. So if you're using the Arc Titan though, you're definitely going to be using Bolstering Detonation with the bomber mods. These will cycle. You're going to be spamming barricades and grenades, so you can possibly have an infinite stack of 2 times Heart of the Most Light. So this will basically give you super fast grenades under 10 to 7 seconds, and even in some situations 3 seconds when you get the firepower proc. This definitely works in like hard tier content and GMs, but it definitely doesn't happen. The amount of kills you have to get depends. It's hard to get kills in GMs, but definitely if you have a jolt shot scout rifle like I'm using, it can definitely help because jolt shot does a lot more damage. And then also demo reloading weapons, you won't have to reload anymore if you're spamming your grenades. We're also using Ignition Code. If you want to soften up those enemies to finish off with the scout rifle and get some chaining going on, definitely use that. Also, like for overloads, like in the Void Strike this week that I just played was the Glassway, which is a very hard strike. But if you use a heavy weapon like Thunderlord, you can get stun overloads and you can kill ads. And the more you kill, the more Charge of Light you get. You already have like insane ability spam with a 2 times Heart of the Most Light with these 2 mods that go back and forth, that work better than almost every other mod combo, but this just enhances it more. For my rest of my stuff, we're using the classic Storm Grenades with the Touch of Thunder. The only reason I'm using Knockout is not really because of what it does, it's more because you want more of the slots, so we can use Spark of Ion, so we get some Ionic Traces spawned. We get some Spark of Magnitude just so our nades last longer, which is extremely helpful. I like Spark of Feedback because in those scary situations you get a melee kill off, but really you get that extra 10 resilience, which just really helps out. And then I'm using Spark of Jolt because this is just nasty and does a lot of extra damage and just really helps out. Doesn't really matter what melee you use because we're really not using it. You have to use Thruster for this with the Storm Grenades so you can keep spamming them. Thunder Crash really doesn't do much damage compared to the Thunder Nades, so just use it to save your life. In a lot of situations, like in the running part of the Moth Lantern thing, you can just use your super and get away from the moths and save your life. Also, we're going to be showing you how to skip it with Amplified if you just wanted the little hint. So that's the build mostly. I tried to slow it down a little bit because I got a few comments on to slow it down, and I really appreciate every comment, and I try to take it into consideration when I'm making each video. So I hope this was slow enough, and we're using extra assets, I didn't even forgot. I hope this is slow enough for you guys, and it kind of helped you out understand my builds more often. I do normally go through fast, but I normally just try to get as much content into my video as possible, and that's why I speed up my speaking and everything, and I try to get through everything fast. But I know the guy said he wanted to get slower, so I tried to help it out. I hope I really tried hard with this build. That's really it. Just use your 100 resilience and 100 discipline. Let's get onto this gameplay. I'm gonna be showing you some clip. I'm gonna show you a clip from the Catch Crash, just like a quick one, just to show you how if you're getting enough kills with it, you can definitely get charged by a ton. But in GMs, you might be getting it once every room or so of ads, because unless you're killing a bunch of ads. I don't know why, but I wasn't killing many ads today because I was mostly throwing my star grenades at champions. But if there's enough ads in like let's say Saber or something that's coming up, you could definitely get charged like multiple times at a room. I don't fully know what the timer cooldown is for Charge Harvester. I don't know if it's a cumulatively or in like a span of a minute. I have no clue, but it worked out. So I definitely think it's safer though. You're not gonna be running in. You don't need to run in at all. You can sit in the back of the map and just play your life. That's how I like to play GMs, but in a lot of builds, it is fun to get in there, but Arc 3.0 really doesn't do that for me and really doesn't give me the survivability. So that's why I just use a long range build. You can definitely apply this to any long range build with the scout rifle and the mod selection, but I just like to use it for Heart of Most Light because like let's say Warlock, you can use Stag Rift and Healing Rifts and stuff to get you a little bit more survivability, but this has absolutely zero, except like Healing Melee, which you really don't even get to use that much, and Blinding Nades. So that's really it. Let's get on to this gameplay. I really think you guys will enjoy. Here you go, guys. Jesus Christmas Christ. I hope Sky Rifle the next season too, because this build's gonna. I think I like this build's way better, but my Warlock Stag Rift build with the new mod combo might work better. What?
Yeah, it's the only perk combo.
What do you mean?
It's the only perk combo.
What do you mean?
It's the only perk combo.
What do you mean by it's the only perk combo?
I mean, there's no other perk combos. What are you talking about?
You make no sense.
Bro, I'm just blowing my load with this scout rifle.
Have you seen E-Man's roll on it?
What is it?
It's like, it has like, wait, is it, I think my multi-kill clip and like, it's something horrible.
Vision?
No. It has one good perk on it. I think it either has triple tap or fourth time, I think. I don't know.
Bro, I've got...
It's like, if I was on PC, I'd be so much better than you guys.
And then we all said no in unison.
You used to say that in every game. We used to play like Fortnite and stuff together. Even in Apex.
You should just poor shame him.
He just won't buy one. He has enough money to buy a computer.
Bro, he works such a hard job, bro.
Yeah, I know. I think we should. He's more like a lazy shame. He's probably too lazy to buy a computer. He probably doesn't want to go and have to deal with his parents.
Bro, just build one. Don't buy one.
That's even more effort.
Buy a computer.
That's even more effort for E-Man to do.
But the build quality is just so much better.
Meta,
like,
it's meta.
If I put it together, I'm gonna put my soul into it. If a factory worker put it together, he'll never see me. He don't give a fuck about me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it has your soul in it still?
It has my tears in it, yes. A little part of my soul.
Wait, you're crying while you're making this?
This is already getting a little too dicey here.
I'll help you bind. I'll bind them for you. Yeah. I'll help you out. Is our teammate gonna die? I think our teammate's gonna die before you. He just broke his shield.
Oh no, I gotta retreat. I'm like,
Oh.
one shot. I made it to 56%. That's probably better than what you can do.
No, Stasis Titan now. E-Man tries to tell me using Armamentarium is good. Getting 2 extra grenades. Yes, I mean, you get. I guess you get 2 in all, but you'd rather have an extra grenade than Heart of the Most Light.
Well, he would also rather just be depressed instead of like actually like exercise.
Yeah, that too.
He's not the best at decision making.
Imagine
I bet he's gonna join the Market Basket Labor Union and.
Job. They like at a certain point they were so desperate they were like enslaving me to do like things I wasn't supposed to be doing. Oh yeah, so my. I don't think, but like his son just quit the job I left because he's a hostess and they wanted him to clean the walls of the bathroom. That was pretty funny. Because they're that desperate.
Well, what's he being paid to do?
Be a hostess.
I mean, he's got no skills.
Be a host.
He's like tier 1 like labor at a restaurant.
But he had 2 jobs before. That's all he does is like work. He actually has an excuse that he doesn't have time, but like he had 3 jobs at one point. He just doesn't do his homework. That's meta.
I never did homework. I paid people. I only paid 1. No, I can't even say that. I felt bad, so then I paid my friend after he already did my tests for me.